Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Hello,
wabarakatuh.
friends, and welcome to a new series. In this point,
Jadi kembali lagi bersama saya Muhammad Iqbal Fadila. Sini saya akan membuat video tutorial Laravel 12 menggunakan Inertia JavaScript dan React.js. Sebelumnya kita cerita dulu apa sih itu Inertia dan React.js. Jadi fungsinya tuh Inertia.js tuh kayak jembatan antara Laravel backend dan React, Vue, Svelte dan itu frontend namanya. Tujuannya apa? Supaya kita nih bisa bikin web app modern seperti single page application tanpa perlu bikin API yang rumit. Nah, perbandingan singkatnya, kalau Laravel API itu plus React terpisah, powerful, tapi butuh setup dan komunikasi API kayak token, CORS, dan lain-lain. Nah, misalnya digabungin nih Laravel, Inertia, dan React. Laravel kirim data langsung ke React tanpa ngatur API. Dapat semua kelebihan SPA tapi tetap simpel seperti Laravel Blade. Jadi apa kegunaannya? Fungsi utama masing-masing bagian. Kayak Laravel ini sebagai bagian utama. Lalu Inertia.js ini sebagai penghubung tanpa API. Lalu React.js ini sebagai front-end interaktif. Kayak reaktif, cepat tanpa reload. Bisa pakai semua fitur React seperti hooks, konteks, dan komponen. Hasilnya, kita dapat kecepatan seperti aplikasi React murni, kesederhanaan seperti Laravel Blade, tidak perlu API, Axios atau CORS, routing masih pakai web PHP Laravel, mudah integrasi, out Laravel, validation, session, flash message, dan lain-lain. Nah, sekarang yang harus kita lakuin tuh pertama-tama ya pasti bikin foldernya terlebih dahulu. Sini ya tinggal klik di halaman Laragon, pilih Quick App, lalu Laravel. Kita kasih nama Laravel Inertia React. Tinggal kita tunggu dia bikin folder barunya. Karena kita lihat di sini kita Laravel Inertia. Hmm, tunggu dulu sampai folder Laravel yang jadi file Laravel. Nah, di sini udah selesai buat folder Laravelnya langsung kan di Discord. Di titik, dia otomatis akan buka di folder Laravel Advanced Code. Seperti biasa, pertama-tama tuh yang harus diganti database dulu karena kita tidak menggunakan SQLite ya, itu begitu pakai SQL. ininya juga dihapus, ini dihapus, dihapus, lalu nama database-nya kita samain Laravel, ya, ini dia React. Terus kita, kita
when we are putting the so this either use color which on my machine our term I'm going to call so no start is done. We want to choose SQLite for our database, and now our project is installed. So yes, so let's say npm I or install React and React DOM. So that's the
kita ke terminal, coba install npm install React React DOM. Kita tunggu prosesnya lumayan lama ya.
first step. The second step, now if you go back to React plugin for Vite, since Vite is our asset manager. Now if you go back to Laravel documentation and go to asset bundling section, so this is where we would find more information on how to install a front-end application like Vue or React. So I'm going to choose React here, and we need to install this plugin. So I'm just going to copy this command. And
Kita buka. Kita tunggu, nah loading ya. Apa ini? Internetnya agak lambat. Nah, di sini udah selesai kan untuk penginstalan npm-nya. Sekarang coba kita cari
front-end application like Vue or React. So I'm going to choose more information about documentation and go to asset bundling section. So this is where
aset bundling. Kenapa di sini berbeda? Aset bundling. React. Ini kita salin. Ini terlebih dahulu.
where we would find more information on how to install a front-end application. So I'm just going to copy this code. All right, so this is our site setup and get our code. When that is done, I'm going to open our project in VS Code.
Kita tadi tunggu karena ya prosesnya lumayan lama ini. Sudah selesai, lanjut lagi.
Code. Going through this, let's copy this documentation and then paste it in our terminal. So while
Komposer, kita scroll ke bawah. Komposer require inertia,
we want to install
Komposer require. Komposer, komposer require. Inertia, stapler. Ntar tunggu lagi ya.
Ini mau lama.
Mm-mm.
Yang mana ini? Yang mana?
Apa?
Mana yang ini, Cok?
Sama gue juga ini.
Ini,
Iya.
lama ya? Oh, dipakai ya.
Mm-mm. Udah selesai misalnya,
let's
lanjut
go back
lagi.
to default name. So let's go back of this welcome view to app. Then in views, and I'm just going to change the name of this welcome view to app. Then I'm going
Ganti welcome.php yang ada .u. Kita rename itu aja. Kita ganti app. Kita baru PHP.
to delete everything here and start fresh. So we just have our HTML boilerplate. We can have a title, but later on I will add it dynamically, so I will just delete it from here. Next, I want to go back to the documentation and copy these two directives and paste it here. And also we need to
Buka inertia lagi. Ketik aja lah. Ini fight. So dia bape nggak nih, ngeranya nggak perlu. Hapus. Keduanya kita inner. Dia head.
include the inertia directive within the body tags. So these directives are basically scripts that inertia.js uses. So think of this inertia directive right here as our div with the ID of app. That's what we would usually do when we just have a React app or a Vue app. Anyway, let's leave this open because we need to still make some changes. Let's go back to the documentation, and the next step is open because we need to still make some changes. Let's go back to the documentation, and the next step is to create our inertia middleware. So let's just copy this command and back to our terminal. Let's just paste it here. So when that's done,
Ini di terminal kita artisan middleware. Dah.
to the web array. So let's just copy this section and then go back to our project. We want to go to our bootstrap folder and then app.php. So in here,
Ke bootstrap, ada PHP.
we have our application configuration. So we have this function that is used to add middlewares to our app. So we want to use just adding this
Bagasinya kita isi kelar middleware compose ya di web
Lu mau foto ini, Mbak?
Apa?
Lu mau foto ini?
Kirim aja lah. Apa gua?
Iya.
Masih ada, gua kira udah lo hapus. Web, long web kita kasih function
Tahun-tahun politik jangan jorok ya sekarang ya.
voice web. Oh, salah guys. Tapi kita buat apa ya?
Cok, buset.
Pen and class.
Is from app HTTP and middleware. And we'll get to this document later on, but you can find it here. It's under app HTTP and middleware, and here it is. We just have, but for now, I'm just going to close both at inertia.js, and we will get to it later in the presentation. And we are done with the server side. Let's go back up and go for the client side setup. Now, down here, we have installing dependencies. So we are going to choose React. So first, we need to install this dependency. I'm going to copy the command and paste it.
Misal lagi untuk menginstarin Betia JS dengan React-nya. Slash
It here. Copy everything from the documentation and so again make sure from the documentation and go back to our project, open app.js and just paste everything.
buka app.js, import
Pesan video dua. Video dua.
create
Satunya si buat artinya doang. Yang udah stress.
create nanti ya JS React ini hapus saja.
Nah,
Kita naik ke atas,
beda dia. Apa sama kayak gitu? Mau record kan? Enggak, udah matiin. Udah pause.
create penalty app, resolve name. Nah,
Belum pandang tuh lucu ini.
resolve
Kamu diam. Ayo diam.
name. Cons page core global page handle select lalu koma kita set setup up create robot
Ini hati dia.
Iya, ibu lalu kan.
create
Gue diam.
Benar.
Beda, Cok. Emang ada lain boleh. Gue beda, Cok.
Bukan.
Nyari sendiri gue anjing. Tidak nyari lagi udah.
Dan boleh.
Cok, kuzer. Bisa.
Inertia React and one for app, we would use the command to render it. React app option would if it was, and we also have this, you notice, extension of to app.jsx because we actually have an element here which is not JavaScript. So that's the first change we need to make.
Kerjain, Gus.
kita rename jadi app.js
Keluar deh, Cok.
We actually have to go to our Vite to Laravel document from the plugin we already installed and then tell Vite config file. And after this Laravel plugin, I'm going to say
Tadi mana kalian?
Bitcoin
Dia mana tadi?
JS Laravel Presso
use React just by typing the name and adding the parentheses. Now, since we are using React, which is an SPA, we don't need to tell Laravel to look for our CSS file. We just want to say where is our JS file. So we can get rid of this part and just leave the JS directory or path as a text for this in.
Ini perlu kita pakai itu saja. Arraynya aja kita hapus. Udah.
Put. And of course, notice CSX, so and close it. Next, we want to go to our
Di app CSS-nya kita ganti jadi CSS ya.
otherwise you would get an error. So let's choose our root document. And first thing default is looker directive here. So if we go back to Laravel documentation and just scroll down, just copy this and paste it before the
Lalu di app.php kita masukin fade.
Oh, berarti dia keluarnya pas ini, Cok, pas kalian mintain ini paspor.
Fade.
Nah, iya.
Iya.
Iya, dia langsung keluar, Cok.
because if you add not this one, I'm going to create a pages folder here in our JS directory.
Di folder JS kita buat
So I'm going to create a pages folder here, and within that, I would create a
Bisa ngawur ke dibully anjing. Udah gak bisa, sudah gue kasih enak lu kontol.
Weh, mulut gua lagi record.
home page, and this is just a
Maaf teman-teman, mulut teman saya agak rada kasar ya. Kita lanjut aja.
Jangan di
Terus enggak bodo amat. Tetap saya akan lanjutin. Saya lagi record.
Wah,
Itu teman saya namanya Alwan. Alwan.
bukan bohong.
Alwan Darman. Ada itu guys, lagi baca chat. Dan baca chatnya agak kurang ajar dari teman dia. Jadi bukan dia yang ngomong sengaja. Kita lanjut aja.
simple React component. So I just want to say export default function, and let's call it home. And we just want to return maybe some basic template here. So let's just have an H1 that says hello user. And for now, this is our home page. Next, we want to go to our web.php and edit this route because we are still
Oh, kebanyakan. Return aja. Kok return? Return. Lewat H1, teman saya kurang ajar ya guys. User.
Next, we want to go to our web.php and
Nah, jangan. Oh, ini nih, nggak pro nih. Ini apa ya ini? Ini, oke ini. Hmm. Ini kita guys.
edit this route. For now, this is our homepage. Next, we want a blade view, but we don't work with, so instead of the name of the view we want to return. Now, in the next video, we will talk about this in more detail, but I just want to have something change with PHP Artisan serve to serve our
Di WPHP kita ganti ya. Di root WPHP ini ganti. Benar dia. Ini kita ganti jadi home.
we can see it's working, see if it works, and just run npm run dev. So let's go to a browser now.
Kita ke sini. npm.
And that is basically the local development server, and we get our homepage.
Kenapa error?
Saya
Apa yang download?
Kalau nggak tahu ya. Kalau kalau lihat nih, ya
Install kan?
antum gimana? Syukur. Kenapa antum keluar akhi? Tambah stiker itu nih kan hancur banget. Antum keluar akhi.
Nggak boleh yang gitu anak.
Kita harus mengajarkan tugas sesuai fikri.
Dia lagian kenapa nih kayak gitu, Cok? Tinggal ngirim nggak mau yang apa semua. Nih, Pak. Nih,
Udah gua install itu.
react dong.
Hmm?
React dong.
Udah semua gue ikutin.
Enggak ada video, nggak ada di video.
Ada,
Enggak,
nggak nonton sih.
enggak dia bilang.
NBMI, React Dom ada di video.
Ada John.
Nonton skip
Udah
sih.
nggak ada.
Selain
Cepet ya di itu terminal itu.
Kamu kesana?
Nah, ini tuh,
Saya coba cek
dia keluarnya tuh pas
pakai
lagi ini, Cok, pas
Artisan
lagi
Chef ya
panas-panasnya.
buat cek apa itu. Bisa nggak ini dibuka ini?
Video ini.
Menarik banget nih siang. Tunggu aja ya. Error. Ah, jadi
Cepat.
ternyata harus dimigrat dulu baru muncul.
Yang applet yang di
Here
resource view.
we have these framework guides in our terminal, and while that's running, then we want to copy these commands and paste them.
Terus kita buka.
Kirim.
Bentar.
Kita buka.
Karena gue selesai video dulu.
Paragraf.
Pengaruh asli itu cuma ngebikin dia doang, harusnya
Nah, gimana nih, Nan? Cuma bisa.
Itu kamera kan lah. Kita buka. Apa tulisannya begini nih?
Itu di barang dev. Itu udah bisa belum?
Ya, kita install Tailwind dulu. Apa harus ngikutin yang di YouTube kan? Sama nggak?
Sama aja.
Ya beda versi tapi kan?
Beda.
Seru ya?
Mm-mm.
Iya sama itu.
Sama aja.
Sama aja.
Sama nama dia.
Jika tidak Nah,
Terus
kemudian buka
ya bikin off.
Ntar.
UX bukan yang UX gitu.
Ribet banget ya. Ini biar nyetiknya lagi nanti. Yang ini lah.
tuh. Buka tips factors. Buka kamus. Factors.
Import. Semua file.
Iya udah. Kamu kayak gitu.
Kita ikutin aja ya. Kita salin aja nih. Kita install, salin. Udah nunggu lagi. Udah, lalu kita npx tailwind ini. Net page, custom display. Terus cukup lagi.
Hello friends, and welcome to a new series. In this one we are going to build a simple CRUD application using Laravel 11, Inertia.js, and React.js. So Laravel would be our wrap. The name is random, and each one of them added some JS with Tailwind classes in it. So let's save this one.
Terus kita buat tailwind ini di konten kita isi Sudah PHP, SView nih, terus ya.
And next we want to go to our CSS directory and open our app.css. So you could copy these Tailwind directives and paste them here. But I have my custom CSS classes, which is copy these Tailwind directives and paste them here. But I have my custom CSS. So you could copy these Tailwind directives
Lalu copy nih ya, CSS ini. Masukin kemana ini?
and paste them here. But I have my custom CSS classes, which is done through Tailwind, that I can copy and paste it there. So if you want these classes, the link is in the description. So I'm just going to copy all of this and paste it here. And this is just some CSS classes that
Dari dah, nih kita copy aja semua. Masih ini ya.
Iya.
Phone-nya tempel semua.
Ininya nggak apa-apa.
Mana aja.
Dah, kita lihat lagi.
can use. So I made it into a app.jsx. At the very top, I'm just going to import that CSS
Lalu di app.csx.
document. So we want to go up one folder, select CSS, and then app.css, save it, and then on our home page, I want to add the class
Import CSS
and then app.css, save it, and then on our home page, I want to add the class title to this h1. So now if we go
ke home applet.php, home ini ya. Nah, kelas
Terus nanti kita
back to our home page, I want to add the class title to this h1. So now if we go back to our website, we have that text with the styles applied. And the last thing I want to do for this video is just add an alias for the directories. So in your application, you might want to call a certain folder many times, but you don't want to call the resolve option and then say aliases and choose an @ sign, which is going to correspond to our resources folder and then JS. So later on in our app, every time I want to call resources.js, I would just use the @ sign. And that's all. So this is how we can set up a fresh Laravel 11 with Inertia.js and React.js. We just have to take a few steps and install a few dependencies, and we get our app up and running. So in the next video, we will talk about routes and pages.